Yes, people, what is going on? Welcome back to another live stream I'm doing for the Bundesliga. Today we are watching Wolfsburg against Borussia Dortmund, one I'm really looking forward to. Just got a little bit of mucking around to do, so apologise in advance for the next little 30 seconds, 40 seconds, 50 seconds, whatever it is. I've just got to whack in some tags to make sure I get many of you watching as possible. Also as well, please do let me know if the volume is too loud on the TV and I will turn it down because I don't want to interrupt if you're watching it at home as well or whatever it is. The team is very, very good for Dortmund. Of course, they have to have one eye on the game on Tuesday, which is, of course, against against Bayern Munich. So that's a big, big one you've got to consider. But the team is still very, very strong. With minute silence, we're just going to do a little bit of things and I will be back. Hello, Destiny. You're always here.
So that puts the game in its proper context. We are lucky indeed to be able to enjoy it. And here we go. On a ground which has been very good to Borussia Dortmund in recent years. They've won all the last 4 Bundesliga outings here.
They've got an incredible team, Borussia Dortmund. Incredible team. I will answer all the questions that have been asked so far, if there has been any. And please do continue to get your questions in throughout this video. I will go through the team sheets very, very quickly in a second, just while I add a few more things in here, which I apologise for. Wolfsburg. It's very annoying. I had this all set up and then YouTube just took it down all of a sudden, so I apologise for this. Oh, here we are. Paste. So yeah, that'll do very quickly. Game 1 minute in, I will just rattle off the team sheets. I'll be honest, I don't know that many Wolfsburg players. Unfortunately, I'll see if I can recognise any names. I'll do them first. Let me just get it up on here. Thanks to YouTube for annoying me with this. I must be honest, it has been a big pain in the arse. Here we go. Right, lineups that we've got. Castile's in goal, Mbabu, Projacic, I think, Brooks, Rosloon, Mehedi, Schlanger, Arnold, Stefan, Ginczek, and Weghorst. I'm sure it was Weghorst up front. Berkey in goal for Dortmund, Piszczek, Hummels and Janki as a back 3, with Guerrero and Hakimi as both wing backs, both quality players. Delaney and Dahoud playing in the middle of the park, and Brandt, Haaland and the lovely player that is Thorgan Hazard playing on the right wing. Jadon Sancho makes the bench. No one else really springs to mind in terms of Wolfsburg. Gertz is also on the bench. Emre Can's on the bench for Dortmund. And Schmelzer, I'm going to assume, is the same guy that was there for many, many years. I actually can't remember his first name. I think it is Marcel. Yeah, it's still him. He looks well. That's a great start. If Jorginho goes, who do I replace him with? Oh, Christ, there's a lot of people already. Hello. It's regular faces. Hang on, give me 1 second. I'll do it on the. I'll look at it on here. Oh, here we go. This could be danger. Haaland is a lovely centre forward, but I did say last week in my reaction video, Hoffenheim already 1-0 up. That's good for my accumulator. I have got an accumulator going. Of course, I am supporting Borussia Mönchengladbach. I'm not watching their game at the moment because this brings in more views. But I will be keeping an eye on it. Hopefully, they can go and win and keep a challenge on to go and get top 4. It's not impossible for them to go and win the league, although it is highly unlikely. So yeah, they're top 4 will be mine. If we and the boys can get Champions League football, I'd be very, very happy. Where's it? Oh. Oh, he's the Swiss guy, isn't he? Okay, he's up the Chelsea. I also do think there is a barbecue that's happening, so I may have a family member come in and bring me a burger if I'm lucky. That'd be ideal. Imagine that, football day. Oh, hello Tyler Crosby. Nice to see you here.
Borussia Dortmund at Wolfsburg, a traditionally also very well-funded football club.
Oh, wow.
Hit the rocks with the troubles of the Volkswagen Group 3 or 4 years ago, and although they tried so hard to deny that it would affect progress as a football club, the evidence was very clear that it did do. And it's been a very impressive rebuild.
Mount, the same question kept getting asked all the time. Mount. You know, everyone knows my thoughts on Mount. I think he's a quality player. I think he's the future of Chelsea. Not even joking in that. I think it's 100% true. This is incredibly annoying. I do apologise for this. YouTube being a real pain in the ass. Thorgan Hazard. He is a big, powerful operator. Too right, he is. Bundesliga.
Yeah, I think so as well. I think with Hakimi and Ison playing so well last week, I know the focus was on the left-hand side for Dortmund and Guerrero.
Their bench is still absolutely insane. I don't know if them actually. You should not. I'm watching it on the TV. Here we are. Right, should all be sorted now. Thanks for bearing with. Oh, turn my volume off so I can't hear myself. That'd be annoying. Right, let's go. Sorry, right back to the questions. Active Aussie, hello. Score prediction, yeah, probably should have done that early doors. I think it should. Wolfsburg are quite a defensive side, but I do think Dortmund are going to be able to break them down. So I'm going to say 2-0. 2-0 Dortmund. Maybe even 3 if they're lucky, but I think with the game, especially on Tuesday, I don't think they're going to go massively for it. So I think if they get 2-0, I think they'll decide to be a bit more what's the word? Conservative, I suppose, with it. I think. Chelsea for life. Mount, I answered that one. If Jorginho goes, who do I want to replace him? I think Kovacic can replace him, to be completely honest with you. I do think he can. Who's going to go with him? I don't know. That's a different matter. It depends on what style Chelsea want to play. It depends what we kind of want to do with our team. So it'll be interesting to see from that point of view what happens. But yeah, I think if Jorginho goes, we do need to replace him with somebody. I personally I would like a Brute or something like that. I would like to go and get someone along the lines of Decore, who I know isn't necessarily the best technically gifted footballer, but again, like Kante, he gets involved, he wins the balls back, his interceptions left, right and centre, and also he can win in the air. He can win balls in the air, and that's crucial. And I think a lot of people don't necessarily consider that. Anyone else? Where's the Mount? Don't know what that is. Leverkusen have started really strong. I'm not working whilst watching the match. I'm watching the match on here. I just had to sort out a few things that YouTube decided to delete already as I got the live stream going. Took all the time before the game to do it, specifically to do it, and then all of a sudden just like it gets rid of it. So I apologise for that. Don't know if the match is on YouTube. What was this one? If Jorginho goes, Jorginho keeps being spelled wrong, by the way. If Jorginho goes, who do you want to replace him? And have you heard Chelsea are going to offer 50 million plus Ross Barkley or Mitchell? No, we're not. That's ridiculous. Little Christ, Leverkusen won a lap already. I do think I actually had them beating Gladbach in this. Havertz again, wonderful player. I'd love to have him at Chelsea. Not going to happen though. Dave or Ivanovic? Ivanovic. Old school Ivanovic was unstoppable. Unstoppable. Dave's been good. Yeah, but Ivanovic was just a different calibre. Lucky I've met them both. Oh, that could have been dangerous. Oh, it can't be like Lampard or Drogba. That's completely different. You can't do that. That's impossible. Opinion on Billy Gilmore. I honestly think he's the next Lampard. I think Mount is the next Lampard, to be completely honest. I think Mount is the next Lampard. Billy Gilmore, I don't know. I'd love to see Billy Gilmore get some more game time at Chelsea. Maybe he could sit next to Kovacic. I think if they start to build up a partnership, I think they could work really well together. Oof, keeper. Get rid of that early doors. Billy Gilmore is a lovely player, though. I do still think he needs to maybe bulk up a bit, but that's just my personal preference, especially in the Premier League. I do like someone having like a bit of meat on them, to be honest. And I think Billy Gilmore, he definitely does lack it for the time being. Thoughts on Victor Moses? That's an odd one. Whatever now, he's been a bit of a weird player for Chelsea. No real idea of where his best position is. Conte was the one that made the change to him, and I think a lot of people go, "Oh, Moses has done revolutionary stuff." Well, when he went to, where did he go? Fenerbahce? Yeah, he didn't set the world alight, if you get what I mean. I think he's better off as that wing back, and working with Conte was definitely his thing. Yeah, he's had a bit of a weird career, but at Chelsea, I mean, look, for the 2 seasons that he played incredibly well, when we played with the back 3, 5, whatever you want to call it, he was great, but yeah, that's probably about it. So, sorry, I wasn't expecting a question about Victor Moses, I must be honest. I'm not doing the Lampard or Drogba one, no chance. Best Chelsea game you've been to? Phil Jones is not going to be in Euro 2021. Best Chelsea game I've been to? I said it yesterday briefly in the live stream. Best goal I've seen live. I loved everything about the 2017 FA Cup 2017 FA Cup semi-final when we beat Spurs 4-2. I loved everything about that day. It was a high and low, ups and downs, a bit of a roller coaster game, but I loved that game, I must admit, because we didn't necessarily have our best team starting, and then all of a sudden we brought on these 2 players in Hazard and I think that was a flash-up score, but I might have missed it. We brought on Costa and we brought on Hazard, and it was just game over, and we just like that flicked the switch, and it was great to watch. Really, really good. What we should do if Declan Rice comes to Chelsea? Declan Rice is a good player. I would not be opposed to him coming to Chelsea, but my argument is that's great football. Go on, give it. He's not a world beater. That's why I'd be opposed to signing him for 50 million and someone else. He's not that good. He's probably worth to the value of 50 million, which could include a player, and I think maybe will, but he's not worth any more than that. That's absolutely ridiculous. This is the problem. People want to keep, there's a media hype. Oh, he's worth 80 million, he's worth 90 million. Well, they're not. It's only because that's what the media keeps hyping it up to be. That's not what they are worth at all. Yeah. That's it so far. Excelente. Ask me any questions as well about Bundesliga, anything to do with German football, anything about this game, anything that you're noticing, observing, watching, anything you want me to talk about. Let's all talk about very quickly how nice that Wolfsburg kit is. That is an absolute cracker. Although I did think that I thought their home colour was white. I don't know if I missed that one, but there we are. They do look like they ain't going to be afraid to get forward, I must admit. Which is good, because the 2 games that I've done live streams for, one of the teams has been very, very against getting forward. Oh, that's good football. That is good football. Can you reach? No, it's not going to reach that. That was very, very good, that was. I would sign Havertz over Jordan Sancho. That's a good question. Yeah, I would sign Havertz over Jordan Sancho. Jadon Sancho. Jadon Sancho I like, but again, the price tag that they're putting up for him is absolutely ridiculous. And I think the reason why that is because he's English. In terms of an English club, that's what people want, is they want the English person, because we still have to have the quota of English players, which is really actually annoying, because all it's done is drive up the value of English players. They aren't necessarily worth that much money. Where Havertz, I look at him and I go, he's two-dimensional. You could play him up front as a number 9, you could play him as a wide player, and you'd be able to get something out of both elements. Because Havertz is a bit bigger, you've got the option to play him in 2 places. Hence, he's worth the big price tag, because he could potentially fill up 2 different positions depending on what you want. But yeah, in terms of Jadon Sancho, he is only a winger. You could not play him as a number 9, or even a number 10. You couldn't play him as. Salah or De Bruyne? If I could have one back, I'm going to assume De Bruyne, quality footballer. Salah is a bit of a, I hate to say it, 'cause he's not a one-season wonder, but his career has not been that wonderful, where everything that De Bruyne has done is he's adapted when he went to Wolfsburg, and he's come out of it and he's just gone from strength to strength to strength to strength. And I kind of look at certain things and go, I think I've seen I think I might have seen the best of Salah. I may have seen his greatest year, where I don't think I've seen the greatest year of De Bruyne yet. But the other problem is he does get injured a fair bit. But I think I'd be willing to take that risk if he was on a plate for me, I must be honest. Who do I think will leave Chelsea? The third kit one as well. I did see that. Opinion on the third kit next season? I thought we were Chelsea, not Palace. Yeah, it's a dead joke, to be honest with you. I mean, it is what it is. It is the kit. I actually like Chelsea having red in our kit, I will be honest. I would not be opposed to having a completely red kit. The stripes I don't like, agreed. But the whole idea of a red kit for Chelsea doesn't actually bother me, because it is paying homage to the Chelsea pensioners, which are a part of our history. Who do I think will leave Chelsea in the summer? I think Batshuayi will definitely go. Sorry, let me rephrase that. I think he'll definitely be looked to be shipped, if that makes sense. I think he'll definitely be eyed up with the move. Maybe you can get 30-40 million for him, and I think people will pay it. Someone like a Palace will pay it. And maybe you could even go elsewhere. It wouldn't surprise me if he left London completely, even left England completely, and went somewhere completely different. Anyone else I can think massive comes to my mind? I mean, there's a few people like Danny Drinkwater and people like that, but I mean, they've already left Chelsea, if you get what I mean, do you know? Yeah, Tammy's the only one that really springs to mind. If Sarri wants Jorginho and he's going to be willing to pay 80 million for him or 70 million for him, that's what he thinks he's worth, then he can do it. But I don't think people are going to rush towards it, if you get what I mean. That's a good pass. Change the point. Oh, and then go back towards it. Brilliant. Zuma or Tomori? Quicker. Future ahead of him. Zuma's got bits behind him. Whee! Leave it go out, mate. Yeah, well done, Josh K. Keep us up to date with the Gladbach thing. With the Gladbach game, that'd be much appreciated. Coutinho I'd love. Yeah, Coutinho I'd love to Chelsea. Coutinho, there we are. I'd love him to Chelsea. But the price tag, that would be the thing that worries me. That would be my big worry, my big criticism, I would say. Because are we going to have to pay 100 million for him when he's not worth it? This is the thing. If we wanted to spend £100 million on winger, I'd have just kept Hazard. I keep banging on about this all the time. I'd have just kept Hazard, and I'd have thrown the kitchen sink at him and go, look, we know you're worth a bit more than this, but we'll pay you this money. We'll still keep it within financial fair play. We'll pay you this money, and you can go and be our number one star. Coutinho or Gnabry? Gnabry. Coutinho again is a wonderful player, but he's been around the league for a good while, where Gnabry's got years ahead of him, and he's on form. Simply put. Be very, very interesting. Good to see the LGBT armband as well on the goalkeeper. We only do that once a year in England. Nah, I doubt Coutinho will come online. Royce or Dybala? Royce. But he gets injured all the time. Annoyingly. I love Royce. He's a really nice player to watch. Really, really nice player to watch. But he gets injured. I've got a spot right underneath my chin. It really hurts. So I apologise if you feel me scratching my neck at all of a sudden blood starts spewing out of my neck. I apologise in advance. Really great image for you to think about there. Would you take Dembele? I don't like the French league. I assume that's the geezer around about the guy from Lyon. If you are, then I don't know about that, to be completely honest with you. Taking for the right price. Everyone's got a price, but I think it'd just be a bit too much if you spent the money that we seem to be on about with him. I don't think that's completely just. Do you know what I mean? There's loads of cardboard cutouts. Yeah, I was going to ask you about that. I might actually look on Twitter, see if I see what I can see on that. I was really looking forward to seeing that, but Werder Bremen. Bloody hell, that's not good for my accumulator at all. I didn't think about this. I've got cash out on my phone for my accumulator, but I just realised I'm doing the live stream on my phone. I have to try and dig out a way to do that. I don't weigh in on the Messi or Ronaldo debate. They're both wonderful footballers. Enjoy them. Don't pick a side. Enjoy them while they're both there in front of you. My sister's terrible laugh. I apologise you heard that. If Kai Havertz came, where would you play him? At Chelsea, I play him right wing. And then I play Ziyech down the middle. But I don't think we need him. We could always to have a player like that quality, you always make him fit. But it depends on where in your team you want to fit him in. I just said, I don't weigh in on Messi or Ronaldo. Don't keep asking me it. Just enjoy both of them. It's all about picking sides. It's all about having a media favourite. Just enjoy both of them, because for years to come, you will never be able to see those players play again. There we are. There's a good question. Lewis Dunk. Give me Lewis Dunk all day. Nathan Ake is good, but he's got injury concerns, and we've already had him. Oh, that's it. Oh, that's unlucky. That is true. He hasn't had a lot of touches so far. Interesting. I've been watching for months, and I liked the discussion. My name is Nick Gurr. Can you please Nick Gurr? I assume, or Gurr? Nick Gurr. Hello. I see what you're doing there. You're getting blocked. Nice try. Thoughts on Alex Telles? Like him a lot. Like Alex Telles a lot. And I think for the price that we could probably get him for, he's a lot better option than Ben Chilwell. There hasn't been elite level fullbacks in throughout world football. To be fair, for the last few years, there's not enough of them. Like Marcelo's always been like the front runner and Jordi Alba and whatever, but the teams that have gotten, of course, are huge names. They never let go of them. You never just see one like appear on the market openly. There's always massive price tags attached to them. You know, there's plenty of centre halves, there's plenty of midfielders, plenty of goal scorers, blah 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 blah. Especially midfielders, there's a lot. But you get, you know, like the likes of Chilwell and whatever. They're good, but they're not like elite level. Do you know what I mean? We do have a buyback clause on Nathan Ake. Doesn't mean we should activate it. Truthfully, that's just honest to God's truth. Who would you want to bring in? Tellez, Tagliafico, or Chilwell? Tellez. That'd be the one I would say. I think a lot of people, especially with the Bruno Fernandes move that happened before, that's a decent ball in. Oh, it's not bad. Especially with what happened with Bruno Fernandes, or Fernandes, as he should actually be called. A lot of people, I think, are going to start looking at the Portuguese league and go, geez, there's some real players in this league, and give it the credit they actually deserve. So I think having someone like that on side, with Tellez, who plays well, the Portuguese league is a good league. It is a good league. They are missing some stars, but the ones that do play well from that league normally do go on and play well in other leagues as well. Maybe not world beaters, but they are definitely some good solid names, and you need that in your team as much as you need your elite world class mentality people like a Hazard or something like that. You know, Hazard was great because he had a decent fullback behind him and Alonso to be able to go and do what he could, and Cole and Azpilicueta and whoever it was in whatever year you want to say. Nah. I'll be doing a live stream for that game as well. Bayern Munich versus Borussia Dortmund, whichever way around it is, I can't remember. Bayern Munich Frankfurt as well. I'll be doing a live stream for today, unless anything comes up unexpectedly. But I should be doing a live stream for that. Do I think the Bruno Fernandes is overrated? I don't think he's overrated. I think Man United fans are hyping him up because they haven't had a chance to do it for a good while, if you get what I mean. They haven't had a big signing like that they can kind of get behind. I wouldn't say he's overrated. I wouldn't say he's overrated. I think he's rated about enough. Man United fans just give him a little bit more hype than maybe they should, if you get what I mean. Not overrated, but it's like Ollie's at the wheel. Ollie's not that good of a manager. He's a good manager, but they sung that every single week. When do they play who? Sorry, when does who play? Don't keep asking questions. I can see your question. If you put it in caps, it means absolutely nothing to me. What would you do if we signed Dybala? I'd clap a bit. We don't need another attacking midfielder, so why do we keep banging on about attacking midfielders? Everyone goes, oh, we need to let Loftus-Cheek play, we need to let Mount play, we need to let this person, that person, blah, 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 blah. And then all of a sudden you talk about replacing them. What's the point? Good morning. This is the Spanish-speaking guy. His dad speaks Spanish or something like that, like Tua Tagovailoa. This game needs a goal to spice it up a bit. What would you do if Kante got sold? I'd be happy. I would be happy. I'd be annoyed, but I'd be happy because we'd still probably get 80 odd million for it. You still get 80 million for Kante, and we signed him for what, 33? Something like that. I think we signed him for 33 million. We would get 70, 80, 90 million for him. So to have 4 years out of Kante and still be able to sell him for 70, 80 million is definitely a big plus. Because that could go on funding someone like Kai Havertz. And it could. That's a genuine legit thing it is a genuine legit option. Who is a lot younger, who has proven himself and has got the ability and can offer a lot more than what Kante will. Go on, lad. Nah, it's unlucky. What left? Oh, what left back if Alex Tellez goes as well? How many seasons do you think Dave has left in him? I think Dave's got a long time left at Chelsea. I do, and I don't think Chelsea will be massively opposed to letting him, be a backup and stuff like that. Um, I don't think he'd be opposed to that at all. Um, yeah, I think he's still got years left to play, Dave, especially at Chelsea. I'm a big fan of Dave. I am a big fan of Dave. He's got his critics, and I'm a critic of his. I must be honest, but yeah, he's got a lot left to give to Chelsea. Definitely, that's a foul. He's incredibly annoying. It's incredibly annoying to see. I can't see who's in number 19, number 70. One of them's Haaland. I think the other one's. I should know, but I can't see who it is. They both look exactly the bloody same, though, anyway. And quite. It is Brandt. I always thought his hair was slightly darker. There we are. Afternoon. Well structured. If Man City lose on their appeal, who do you think? Who do you think we will see? Do you think we'll see total Liverpool dominance for the next 2/3 seasons, or can some other clubs challenge? Can you see other clubs challenging City maintaining competition? I think City could really fall down the pecking order, and I know De Bruyne said that he would not be against moving, because people want to win the Champions League, especially someone like David Silva, for argument's sake, who's got a lot still to give to football. He's been at City for years and years and years. They've never won the Champions League, and still he could go to a. You could go to, I don't know, Atletico Madrid, even sit on the bench, but then decide to go and appear in the odd game here and there, provide the odd assist, and offer something, come off the bench in the final. He could do something like that. So why would anyone want to stay there for any longer than they could? Do you know what I mean? I think they will fade off a bit. As much as everyone wants them to, I doubt they're going to fade off that much. But yeah, no, there's I in terms of challenging Liverpool, I don't think we're going to see total dominance from them. The money will stop after a while. Liverpool is obviously great and they're playing great football, but I think certain players could be prized away from Liverpool, if that makes sense, if you get what I mean. Like Liverpool, I mean, obviously they've been there. Oh, go on. That's in. There we are. 1-0 Dortmund. Who's that? Guerrero. Yeah, it is. Simple tapping at the back post. I think Haaland actually missed the ball first off, I think he missed the ball first off. And he just fell to Guerrero at the back post. It's a lovely little bit of football, though. From Brandt inside. Loads of space. Hakimi. That's great. That's really, really good, that is. It's just easy. It's not even... It's effortless, that is. That is effortless football. And I said this going into the game, and it'll be very interesting to see how it changes from here. But yeah, 1-0 Dortmund. What happened with Haaland? Did he go for the ball? Or? Oh, he did. He literally just missed the ball. You wouldn't see that very often. Would you not see that very often at all? There we are. Sorry, going back to the question. I don't think anyone's going to challenge them massively, but I think people could be prized away. I think this has been a very bad year for English football. And I think Liverpool, obviously being the runaway winners, shows that the quality of the other teams has been less. And I think teams will get a bit better, and then people will go, oh Christ, we're only 10 points behind Liverpool, rather than the 25 or whatever it is at the moment. So I don't say it's complete dominance, but they're going to be a force to be reckoned with for years. Liverpool are definitely. And City could struggle. But again, the second that's over and when they're back in the Champions League, they'll just spend more money. That's just what they do. My dream signing would be... I had my dream signing. I've had both of my dream signings for Chelsea, but neither of them worked out. I was a big fan of Falcao, and I think Chelsea should have signed him when he was in his prime, just after we played them in the Super Cup. The following year, we should have just gone out and brought him. Diego Costa, then he was a really dream signing. He didn't end the way I wanted it to. But Pato was the other one I'd love to have seen played at Chelsea and been immense, because I'm a very, very, very big fan of Alexandre Pato. Even when he was a kid and he lit the world alight. That was that was probably a dream signing. Obvious one's Messi and Ronaldo. To have Ronaldo at Chelsea would be so big at the moment. Because again, you can play him up front, you can play him wide, you can play him wherever the hell you want. So with Messi, he is a wide player, so you need to solve either wing. But having Ronaldo is Ronaldo. Do you know what I mean? You don't get over that. There are some new boots as well on the screen. You can see them quite often. I have contacts at a handful of very, very influential boot companies, let's say. And there's a few of their boots that are actually on display at the moment in this game. And for all the German football, to be fair, at the moment. Let me have a look actually at my Sky Bet. That'll probably be good whilst there's a little break with an injury. That is so unheard of for Haaland to miss that completely. That's actually nuts. Sky Bet. This is when I need to remember my password now. Oh, of course, it's on my phone. Brilliant. Gotta be. Ah, there we are. Perfect. In play, is that what I need? Is that around? Ah, there we are. That's what I need. It's still very odd to see the stadiums as they are. It's still very, very strange. Oh, Paderborn got one back. If I can get to a draw in those two games. Oh, sorry, a draw in the Freiburg game and then a... Hoffenheim should be doing a lot better. It'll be very interesting to see what happens in the game on Tuesday. Let me get back if I miss any questions. That's very cool. You have a signed shirt from Haaland. Who is my Bundesliga team? My Bundesliga team I'm not watching at the moment. It is Borussia Mönchengladbach. They were the one that I got on my Instagram thing. I've been a fan of them for years, to be fair. So when I got that, I'm not going to lie, it wasn't the first team I got. The first team I got was Borussia Dortmund, and I wasn't going to do that. I'm not one of these people that goes after the glory hunters. I said if I got Borussia Dortmund or I got Bayern Munich, I'm redoing it. So the fact that I got Borussia Mönchengladbach, been a fan of them for years, I was like, yeah, this would do. When I say a fan of them for years, I like the name for them for years. The signed shirt, is that a signed shirt, a Dortmund shirt, or someone else? Yeah, I imagine going to the Dortmund ground would be absolutely incredible. It's definitely on my bucket list of grounds to do. One that I'm never going to be able to do is the San Siro course because they're knocking it down, which is terrible news. Yeah, terrible news that is. So we'll have to deal with that one as it comes to it. But yeah, it is what it is, I suppose. So that's annoying. But I definitely want to do Signal Iduna Park. I think the actual name of it is. I've had it on FIFA a few times. Do I think the City ban will get overturned? Terry Overwise, definitely. No. I don't know about the City ban, to be completely honest with you. I think they might miss one. If they miss one, that'll be bad enough. Which redevelopment at Stamford Bridge? Because they keep banging on about different styles and different things they're going to do. The people that designed the bird's nest that was in Beijing, that's the one they keep banging on about. The problem with Chelsea is I actually really quite like our stadium. I really do quite like our stadium. I don't know anything about Barrow and Harrogate. With the Chelsea redevelopments and everything, I think that there's big positives to it. There's also big negatives. People keep banging on about the bowls and how they're empty and all this kind of stuff. I actually like Stamford Bridge. I'm not going to lie. I do like it as a stadium. I think that maybe if we did a bit of work to a couple of stands rather than try to extend it massively, that would be more worth our time, to be completely real. But people are saying about building a 55, 60,000 capacity stadium, which, you know, for Spurs is... at the moment is great and whatever, but are Spurs going to be able to keep that same level of enthusiasm and that same level of, you know, that same attitude for years and years and years to come? I don't know. I don't think they are. Declan Rice is not worth 80 or 90 million. Get out. Yeah, I do like Stamford Bridge. I'm not going to lie. I do think we need to think about what goes on with the West Stand and the East Stand especially, because you're trying to generate noise from... excuse me, the Matthew Harding and a bit of the Shed, but it's just not... It used to be catered to get big, you know, atmosphere and whatever, but the way that the corporate stuff's going is it's sucking the life out of many grounds. It's not only Chelsea, many grounds. But yeah, no, I think there needs to be some sort of discussion had. But in terms of redeveloping it and knocking it down and all this stuff, I wouldn't be opposed to knocking it down. It'd be heartbreaking to see it go. It would. It would be really heartbreaking to see it go. But yeah, if we do it, we can't go too big. This is the problem. If we go too big, it's going to be a problem. Like 75,000 for Man United works, but if you did that for Arsenal, are they going to have the same effect? Nah, no chance. Or Chelsea, they're going to have the same effect? Nah, no chance. Having the biggest stadium doesn't always mean that you are the better team. And that's the end of the day. That's what it's about. It's about the people that are paying the money to make the team better. That's it. One step beyond, yeah. One step beyond hits differently. It's a special one, that is. Very, very special. One of the last songs I had at my 21st birthday, that was One Step Beyond. Oh my God, I love that Wolfsburg kit. It flashes. Oh, that's fucking sick. I may have to drop Borussia Mönchengladbach. I may have to become a Wolfsburg fan, because that kit is absolutely immaculate. Yeah, Spurs are... No, I mean, it's bad to say it, but they are an average team. They are not elite level that everyone keeps banging on about. They're a good team. Good team. But this is the thing. They've built this massive stadium. It's taken so much money out of them. What sort of new signings they're going to be allowed to do? What sort of new signings are they going to be allowed to make? How much does Daniel Levy believe in it? You know, there's all these different questions to be asked. So it'll be very, very interesting to see. Who's taking any Norwich players for Chelsea? Pookie. I'd take Pookie. I think, actually, that's a very good point. If we could take Pookie at Chelsea and have Giroud, Pookie, and Tammy as our three. Oh, a good football. Oh, he scuffed the shot. If we could have those three as our three strikers, that would be great. And Pookie could actually move to Chelsea as well, because we'd get him for the right fee. And it would be, oh, thanks, Pookie. Norwich would be like, oh, you've done everything for us. And he may not be the same player that you'd ever get, but you could get 40-odd million for Batshuayi, and then all of a sudden you got to sign Pookie for a lot less than that and get more production rate. Maybe not for that long, but for a few years, I think that would be very, very good. Put all their money into a new stadium back in 2000. Look where they are now. Yep, not even in it. Very, very true. The stadium doesn't make or break a team. But even that's the case, even for like non-league football and everything. I've been to grounds and I've played at grounds that have got shit facilities, and all of a sudden the team are banging. You know, that is not the end of the world. And obviously, that's a bit of a smaller youth level and whatever. But you know, it depends on the owner of the club, because let's be completely real. The kind of thing where stadiums and owners and all that kind of stuff, they've got more money than sense anyway. They've got more money than sense anyway. They can afford to go and build massive stadiums because they can. It's like, you know, what we would call, oh, we've got to put 10 grand in, which we would worry about. They, you know, that's the same kind of thing. They have a thought about it, but they still do it. That's a big thing you've got to consider, and I don't think it gets considered enough. Is it all depends on the owner, and if we keep shafting Abramovich, or if the UK government keeps shafting Abramovich for absolutely no reason whatsoever, although he's been nothing but a gent to the UK government, economy, and everything, what are you expecting? Do you know what I mean? I just need Freiburg to get a goal back, and I think I could deal with a cash out of a few quid. I'm not a massive gambler. I do the odd one here and there like this. I bet on horse races. So that's my vice. Is it vice? Yeah, vice. Can you get your questions in, by the way, everyone, as well? Thoughts on Ziyech coming to Chelsea or to the Blues? Very big fan of it. I think it's a fantastic deal. But it will be like Hazard, the second that oh God, Leverkusen. The second it comes into the league, he's going to be targeted, just like Riyad Mahrez. And he is going to be like a Riyad Mahrez. Strong on, particularly on one foot. Plays on the same wing. And yeah, I think it's going to be a real... Oh, that's a terrible ball. I think it's going to be a real problem for him to have to deal with it. I think he will deal with it, but I think you've got to do it in such the right way. So I'm a big fan of it, but I want to see what he can do. Go on. They do defend well, Wolfsburg, I must be honest. They're making it nice and tight and compact for Dortmund to have to try and work through. And let's be honest, the goal they got was luck. The fact that it fell to him at the back post. It's good anticipation, but it's still luck. That's a foul. Nice and subtle. I'd personally prefer us to expand the bridge to some capacity to keep the culture and atmosphere, but not spend too much to make our transfers suffer. Yeah, I would as well. It'd be I don't know how they would do it, but I think the West Stand needs to be looked at. But of course, the West Stand is where all the nice bits are. That's where all your big, nice sweets are. That's where all the big money is. So I doubt that they're going to do that. It's yeah, a bit of an interesting one. That's half time. So I'll be asking loads of different questions that you've got. Please do keep your questions coming in. I may pop out very, very quickly and get myself a drink and I believe a bit of food. But yeah, keep your questions coming in and I'll answer what I can. Let me turn that down actually. Can anyone hear music as well? Let me know about that. How's everyone doing with quarantine? Yeah, one of my mates just said German football is really underwhelming to watch. Yes, I do agree with that actually. It's okay, but it's not like world beater stuff that everyone keeps banging on about. Oh, it ties down Zoom. Chelsea have got the best academy in England, for the moment anyway. Right, as it's slightly dying down a bit, I'm going to keep the stream going. Yeah, I'm going to give me a few minutes, I'll come back. Make sure you ask loads of questions, and I will get back to it in a few minutes. Yeah, see you in a sec, guys. I'm back, people. Hang on. I'm going to eat some food, so I'll answer any questions. No questions, brilliant. I'll eat my food then. There we are. Welcome back, people. Nice little touch. There we are. There we are. I am eating my lunch, by the way. Just a heads up. Emre Can's coming on. That's got to be one eye on the weekend. Oh, I'm sorry, midweek. Hello, it's Craigo, not Craig, by the way. But hello. Sorry, is that Chan has come on or is coming on? Oh, for Hummels, is he playing centre off? God. Well done, Chan. Nice away. The buying game later on, yes, and the buying game in midweek I will be as well. It's great to see football back. Just realised the centre half is wearing boots from the 2018 World Cup and he's blacked out the 3 stripes. He's wearing the X18s. 18.1 technically, but there we are. Couldn't see Emre Can still playing football, I like him as well. Oh, here we go. Oh, he's in the bar. Oh, that should be 1-1. Oh, that should be 1-1. No. I wouldn't. Oh, that is gutting, that is. You see what he's trying to do, he's just got underneath it. A bit too much power. Any touch going away from the keeper would be in there. Any questions? Keep them coming in, everyone. He won't come. I answered this yesterday. He won't come. There'll be no point of him signing for Chelsea. That's very true. I didn't think about that. Not the worst effort I've ever seen. What have I got for lunch? I'll show you very quickly. We've got barbecue going on because the weather's nice in London. So I've got the very end of a burger. I've had some small chips and I've still got a hot dog left to go. That is lunch I'm having, that is correct. Good movement. I'd like to see Dortmund get another goal here. I would. So though I'm not supporting them, I do want them to put a challenge on Bayern Munich. Again, everyone knows as I'm supporting the ABB, anyone but Bayern, to win the league, pretty much. When do you think the new kits will come out for Chelsea? It's quite a tough question because normally they would come out around about now. The home kit will be out around about now, at least, maybe even the away kit. Not too far off. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what they do in terms of the kits. I reckon we could see them out in July. Excuse me. I think we could see them out in July. Because depending on who it is and what company it is, a lot of companies like the team to wear the new shirt last game of the season, things like that. So yeah, I think that could be definitely one to consider. Definitely. It would be about July-ish time. For the home kit anyway. For the away kits, who knows? I know for a fact Nike do those all in one big bunch for third kits, and the away kits go out depending on when. Tottenham seems to do theirs together, which was odd. That's the way they did it, fair enough. I think it all comes down to the clubs as well. Because the clubs need the players to do different tasks, and then also the brands need the players to be able to advertise the kit. So if there's different days and different schedules aren't right, it could take a while. Here we are. Have you watched Afterlife on Netflix, or do you have any recommendations for Netflix? I have watched Afterlife. It's fantastic. It's wonderful. It's very good watching. It's very good watching. In terms of recommendations, English Game, when that came out, I was a big lover of that. That was one of the only things I've ever sat through on Netflix and wanted to watch all of in a row. I pretty much did. Some Until I Die, obviously. Yeah, they're about it. So American series are the best, I still think. I still do think they are the best. And there's plenty of them out there. Brooklyn Nine-Nine, if you want a comedy, you want to laugh, they're always great. I'll be honest, I'm quite big into Disney Plus at the moment. I'm a big Mandalorian fan. Plus a load of the other Star Wars stuff as well. They're really quite cool. Disney are spending big money because they know that they're slacking behind in that respect. And yeah, obviously they've got, I think there is like the odd Marvel film on Netflix, but yeah, Disney won it back pretty much. So I'm a Disney Plus geezer at the minute, I must be honest. Much my girlfriend's love. Glad back of Equalised, go on! It doesn't help my bet at all, but there we are. For the boys, innit? You better not be lying to me, Josh. Oh, sorry, I missed that one. Do you think Chelsea will beat Manchester United next season? Yeah, we can. I think we could have beaten them this season. We were very unlucky against them. They had the rub of the green in 2 games. The first game, it was what it was, I suppose, but it's, yeah, I do think we can beat them next season, definitely. We can beat anyone. Chelsea can beat anyone on their day. I mean, that's truth. I haven't seen any notification that Gladbach have equalised, so you better be telling the truth here. Let me check me Sky bet. I think there is a goal because my cash out's been suspended. Best away game this season. I loved going to Norwich. Everyone knows I really enjoyed my day out to Norwich. Second away game of the season, if you don't count the Istanbul game. Yeah, loved it. Loved it, loved it, loved it. One of my favourites. Wolves was, I know, a lot of people's favourite away day this season, but I was on holiday. I was in Miami at the time. So, yeah. Night was fantastic. VAR was looking at penalty for Leverkusen. I need it for my accumulator. I need it for the boys. Christ, what am I going to do? See, it's odd because like, now I've got a team in German football and you're betting against your team. It doesn't seem right, but it's... Oh, there it is. Suleiman. I've never actually done Burnley. Never done Burnley. I do want to do Burnley. I've never done it. Right, let's get into this. Not bad. Oh, if Freiburg could get a goal. I don't know anything about 6ix9ine, so I can't comment. Oh my god, those boots are gorgeous. Oh jeez, I hadn't seen them. There's another pair of new boots out on the market as well. Oh wow, they are wonderful. Just like what I thought they were going to be. They're insanity. Yeah, I don't know anything about 6ix9ine at all. I think he's an idiot. Oh god, they're so nice. Worth an effort. Leverkusen have a penalty. Inter Instante. Josh, you're ahead of this game, so please let me know. They score it. Brilliant. Havertz. You've got to cash out £1.24 off £2.50. Just need Hoffenheim or Freiburg to score. Preferably Freiburg. So I don't know if I'm going to get it. Favourite kit in any league? Oh, wow. Dortmund's kit's quite nice. Must be honest. I know it's quite a common suggestion when it comes to kits and everything. Oh, that is a very good question. This Wolfsburg kit's nice. I know I'm looking at it, but that's nice as well. Odd one, I think Glasgow Rangers kit's very, very nice. Very traditional. Like that a lot. That is a very good question. I'll have to think about that. I will have to think about it. Whee! There's a touch. Ooh. Can I say MLS? Am I allowed to cheat with that and have a MLS team? Vitesse Arnhem's away one. That's a lovely kit. I don't have a Chelsea season ticket. My dad does. So when he doesn't go, I'm able to go to all the games. I also have a membership as well, so I buy me tickets for the games as well. Whenever he is going. I can't remember who asked about the favourite kit, but can I cheat? Oh, it is Luke. Luke Tucker. Can I cheat? Can I have an MLS team? Please? If so, I want Cincinnati. Banging kit. Can't find it anywhere though. Cincinnati. I posted it on my Instagram a little while ago. A lovely kit. Blue and orange. Sick. Yeah, Vitesse Arnhem's away kit's also lovely as well. Kind of got West Ham theme to it, claret and blue, but it's got a really good meaning behind it. Yeah, it's not a West Ham kit, but it's kind of replicates it the same way. Without boring people, Vitesse is in a place called Arnhem. Arnhem was very crucial in the Second World War, and with the VE Day, it being 75th anniversary of VE Day and everything. This year, 75th anniversary since the end of the First World War, there's a really good like celebratory anniversary kit, so it's really good. Sorry, I missed that. Do you recommend priority ticket memberships? Oh, here we go. Sorry, I will get back to that question. I don't know what you mean by priority membership tickets. Nah, that's fine. Do you recommend a priority tickets membership when this pandemic is over? And yes, you can have a loan ticket. Yeah. I don't know what you mean by a priority tickets membership. You have to be able to have. Chelsea don't necessarily do it. You can have different levels of membership and stuff. We just have a membership. We have loyalty points. If you've got the loyalty points, you can go to games. Simply put. Don't have loyalty points. Don't expect to get tickets to games. Pretty much. So it kind of creates a season ticket kind of atmosphere without having a season ticket, if that makes sense. Yeah. Need to have memberships and you need to be able to get loyalty points on it. Have to be able to get loyalty points on it. Oh, what an effort! What an effort that is. Oh, it moves and all. I need Freiburg to score. I need Freiburg to score. Who was you most emotional when? JT, I was really emotional when he left Chelsea. I know it's the obvious one, but I was really emotional when he left. Drogba accepted. Zampard I was annoyed about. But obviously then we replaced him with Fabregas, so it's kind of like... Still obviously missing out on the greatest player I think ever to play for Chelsea. I was really emotional when Hazard left. I was gutted when he left. You see that video that I did, it was like go and be the best in the world, because I think he can be the best in the world. That's a good question. Joe Cole. That was one I missed. Joe Cole, that was fantastic when he was at Chelsea. And the way he left, I didn't like either. Joe Cole. Everyone knows I've got a massive love of Joe Cole. Hero Joe Cole. That would have been a great strike. I apologise, this live stream turned to absolute pup. Would you think Terry will return in a near future? I think JT will return to Chelsea as manager, but not anytime soon. Jadon Sancho's coming up. This is what we're waiting for. English involvement. Jadon Sancho is coming on. Would you do a tier list? I want to, but I actually don't know how to do tier lists. I'm sure it must be somewhere online, but yeah, I wouldn't do it for Chelsea players this season though. Lewis has done that, and people have already done that. I'm not about that. I'm doing it for something else though. I was thinking about doing one for kits actually. My favourite kits of this or for next season. Good kit, bad kit, crap kit. Whatever. Oh! Too far on it. This hasn't been the same Dortmund team that I've been used to seeing. And I haven't watched them a lot. Oh, I think he's a fucking dickhead. Prediction for the game later. From what I saw last week, Borussia Mönchengladbach were poor and still comfortably beat Frankfurt. And well, they weren't poor. They weren't exciting to watch, and they comfortably beat them. Let alone for Bayern, I think that they're going to be a bit more reserved, but I think they could go and get the job done, whack it out, and especially with 5 subs, I think they could afford to make subs early. If it's me, I don't think they're going to be troubled that much. What time does that game kick off? Is it 5 o'clock? I should know this. Oh, get up, mate. 5:30 kickoff. Thank you. This geezer looks like a PE teacher. Best sub keeper in the league. I think we got Willie. I think we got a really good sub keeper. Adrian, I think, is a really good sub keeper. Gazaniga, I think, is a really good sub keeper. They're not like big names, if you get what I mean, but that's what you want in a sub keeper. You want someone that's a starter somewhere else, but you can bring him in and you're still getting a decent quality player. You don't want 2 world beaters as number 1 and number 2. That's like with Brazil. Like, I hate to say it, with the Brazilian national team, Edison and Allison, one of them started. Do you know what I mean? One of them is going to be the person. But at major tournaments, you're then taking another person and you're thinking, what's the point? Because it's only going to be one of these 2 that starts. And the likelihood is someone like, probably I would pick Allison over Edison. Come to Edison's point in the World Cup, what's his involvement? Minimal. Do you know what I mean? Oh, those boots are so nice. Oh, they're so, so nice. Here we go. This is dangerous. 70 minutes coming up to now. In. Get up. Hello, Mel Craig. Still 1-0. What sort of position would you like to see Ziyech play next year? I don't know. I think I'd like to see him play right midfield. I think I would like to see him play right midfield, but and again, I don't know because I don't see the team day in, day out in training. But I think I would like to see. I would actually like to see Mount play. Oh, go on, great run. Jadon Sancho just makes it look effortless, and no one gambled. No one gambled. Anyway, so I actually like to see Mason Mount maybe play right midfield in the odd game and give it a try there, and then we'll put Ziyech in a more central role in behind the number 10. But I think what's more likely is you'll see Ziyech out on the right hand side. Ziyech out on the right hand side, and then Mason Mount or Loftus-Cheek or whoever it is, Ross Barkley playing as a more of a number 10 role. That's what I think anyway. Depends how Lampard wants to play, because everyone's assuming that we want to play a 4-2-3-1. I don't necessarily know if we do. We might play a 4-3-3 and have two proper centre midfielders just sitting. If that's the case, then that's definitely not Ziyech at all. So, but again, I would like Chelsea to maybe think about playing two up top. I think Tingles would be a great sign as Chelsea is too expensive. I agree. I don't see why Chelsea won't try to push Telles. To get Telles as soon as possible. Well, we can't because we're not in a transfer window. That's why we can't get him. Looking forward to that. Tuesday, 5 p.m. It says on here. I don't know if that's actually the same on here or not. No, I don't think it will open on July the 1st. Because obviously we don't know what's going on with the seasons. Premier League might only be back for 3 weeks. That'll be halfway through the season. You can't do that. This is the thing. There's a lot of debate that is up for. There's a lot of things that are up for debate at the moment. And everyone keeps going, oh, we need to get it done by August. I don't think so. I think you need to get it done before that. Everyone knows my thoughts and opinions. I don't think they should continue with the league. Personally, in England, I think they should I think Germany, they're doing it right at the moment. If you have the ability to get it back soon, then you can do it. But the likelihood is they're not. If you get what I mean. Spain's talking about coming back on the 8th of June, so that will give them 2 months, pretty much, month and a half, 2 months. Oh, is this looking at a possible penalty? Is it in an unnatural position? Oh, there we are. Carry on. Oh, keeper. No man's land. This has turned into a very boring game. I feel the same way. There's only 3 months, so I don't... Or so until it should start again. So why don't we wait a little bit longer? Start again. And if they have to push to start... Yeah. That's what I agree with. I think they should just wait until September. Would still give you enough time to get all the games in. I think you could do it. I still do think you could do it from August. Maybe a bit later August. Maybe second to last week, rather than the first week or whatever. I don't know. I think it's doable though, definitely. But in terms of getting it all in now, it'd be too bunched up. This is the problem. I think people need to realise, although this season is being affected massively, you still don't need to affect next season. Next season can go off without a problem. But you've got major tournaments going on next year The Olympics will then go on next year. The Euros will be next year. I think the Copa America will be next year. The European Championships next year. Confederations Cup's technically meant to be next year. Doubt that will go ahead. There's all these big tournaments that people are going to be playing in. You're going to have back to back to back to back to back. You're going to have all these games just on repeat, on repeat, on repeat, on repeat, on repeat. Oh, cool, mate. Oof. All these games just going round and round and round, and there'll be no let up. And I think people are going to massively suffer for it. So I think if you're looking at me and you want to get the best out of these players and get the best quality football, just stop for a few months. Like Germany, if you've got the ability to go back and they're doing what they're doing, because they are ahead of most people throughout the world in terms of returning to live sport. The MLS looks like they're going to be back soon as well. Their season's a bit odd. There's enough football to get people by. People keep going, oh, mental state is all this and we need to have football. Watch different football. I've enjoyed watching the Bundesliga. It's not necessarily the most entertaining football I've ever seen in the world, but, you know, it's not going to be because it's behind closed doors. It's all a bit odd. It's just a bit suspect going on at the moment, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But I've watched a weekend and a half of it or whatever so far, and I think it's all right. I do think it's all right. I did think Dortmund would try and blow Wolfsburg out of the water just a bit more. Just a bit more. I thought they would go for it just a touch more and start to really build on it. Take Haaland off, or Haaland off, after going 2, maybe 3-0 up, and I think they'd have just coasted it from there. But 1-0 still, not enough of a scoreline to take him off. Do you know what I mean? Schalke were rubbish when I saw them. What's my accumulator doing? Sorry, I don't know what that is. You're going to have to translate it into English. I know you've just retracted it, but... I need Hoffenheim to score. Ideally, I need Freiburg to score. Cash out, 31p. Oh, shocking. Oh, well, there we are. I'm going to translate that there on Google. Give me 1 second and I'll be back so I can answer your question. Translate. Paste. Oh, that's fair enough. Go on. He's offside. There we are, 2-0. Hakimi with the 99 pace that he has now on FIFA. 2-0 Borussia Dortmund. They should take off Haaland now. It should be game done and dusted. I think they know that. Jadon Sancho is influential, big time in terms of that goal. Although he was looking more and more like Harvey Price every single day. Good take inside. This is where he's worth money. The dribble, the pace to go and get people up in support. But again, it's because he's got given options. He had people around him to go and give the pass there. Either way, to have that little bit of an illusion. That's a good run. That's a good goal. Well struck as well. Keeper maybe could have done a slightly bit better, but the little deft touch to the perfect layoff. Perfect. Cannot argue with that. Ever had any weird moments you've experienced after a game, if that's a fight or whatever? I'm not one of the people that gets involved in fights and whatever. I have seen someone I know get trampled on by a horse, but they were being an absolute knob about the whole thing, to be honest with you. So he was asking for it. No, I suppose I have seen the odd thing here and there. A friend of mine is a Tottenham fan who come to Chelsea versus Arsenal. What the point of him being there was, I don't know. He was trying to aggravate people. He was trying to annoy people and piss them off. It was the wrong thing to do. Everything was wrong about it. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, guys, as well. Share the love, keep it going. I will be doing a stream for the Bayern Munich game a bit later on as well. It's good football. What I'll probably do for these live streams is I'll do the one tonight. I'll miss out tomorrow, and then I will try and see what people think about it on Tuesday, and then go from there. Oh, hang on. What's going on with VAR? What's going on with VAR here? Oh, it's another look. They're going to VAR for something. Not sure what it is that they're looking for. Hopefully it might say checking for this or... Oh, I suppose I see what you mean. It's coming together. I don't think it's anything major. But you can see what the argument is. Look at that, using the screens. Imagine they did that in England. It would be great. Make me feel like the one. Let's see what he does here. He's getting sent off. Whoa, there we are. We've had a red card. Wolfsburg down to 10. I think that's harsh. I do think that's harsh. They did say he had a reputation, so maybe that hasn't helped him, but I do think that is harsh. It's clearly coming together. It's a booking. Klaus, is that? Or Klaus? Klaus, I think it is. It's a foul. It is a foul. It's probably a booking. It's not a red card. I do think that one's a bit harsh. There we are. Wolfsburg down to 10 men. Definitely game over now. First dismissal of the season, but they said he had a reputation, so I don't know what I make of that. Does Ross Barkley-Stale go next season? I'd keep him, because he's not going to be worth a massive amount of money. But he's the kind of player that would hurt you if you gave him to a different team. Could we loan him, maybe? That could be possible. And then bring him back whenever the hell we want. Very interesting. Ah, look at that. Marcel Smelcher. Oh, that's a good name. Haven't heard that one in a while. This geese is American. Delaney. Funniest best chance Chelsea that isn't too rude. There's one that massively sticks out in my mind, but I'm not going to say that. I think Demba Bar was a fantastic song. That was a fucking amazing song. That was. I am an African and I come from far away and I can play. That was a good one, I must admit. That's why we love Solomon Kalou, another classic. And the fact that Celery goes into then Jeremy, and who doesn't love Jeremy? What a legend he was. Yeah, there's been some good Chelsea songs down the years, I must be honest. There has been some good ones. Some funny ones as well. Has been some very, very funny ones down the years. I would take Thorgan Hazard at Chelsea, but didn't we already have him? Have we got a buyback clause? Doubt it. FCTV. Who's that? SR. The first thing that comes to mind is Shamrock Rovers, but I don't think that's them. 3-1 Leverkusen. How you love from Ireland? Yeah, that must be a Shamrock Rovers thing then. It's Shamrock Rovers, good stuff. Well, I'm not going to get anything for my 11p. I'll just keep it going just in case. Freiburg are going forward. Hoffenheimer offside. Brilliant. Freiburg got a goal. I'd still take that. I keep banging on about this predictor that's definitely not going to come in. Hello, Holly Palmer. Welcome to the live stream. Currently got about 5 minutes left or so. Has been that interesting second half. I don't know what your gift is. I thought it should be. Oh no, it's 5 and 7, wasn't it? Arriving. Top 3 all-time Hazard moments. Well, number 1 is when he gave me a shirt after the League Cup final. Oh no, Hazard moments would be that's an interesting one. I think one that really summarised Hazard was when he missed the penalty against Palace when we won the league in 2015, and then headed in the rebound, because it was still like, oh yeah, we know, yeah, okay, he's missed, but he's just so quality just to still be able to steer the header away from it. That was a really classy moment. Oh God, Leipzig are out the out of the top 4. That's interesting. Borussia Dortmund are winning 2-0. If you could sign one Chelsea player, dead or alive, who would it be? Back to the club. Goal scorers are so important, definitely. So I would probably have Lampard or Osgood, either one of the two. Probably Osgood, I reckon. Drogba, I've never seen Osgood, so that would be special. Or even like Jimmy Greaves, prime Jimmy Greaves would be amazing. That geezer could play football. I've got a great documentary to watch about him as well. Still, sorry, Hazard moments. The goal that he scored against Tottenham to win the league for Leicester, that's got to be up there. That's a great moment. Again, turned it on out of absolutely nothing. Against Arsenal, sorry, when he just turned it on completely for the whole game, and that was the fidget spinner thing or whatever it was that Lewis made up. Oh, Gary Neville. As pundits, Gary Neville. I don't know where the gift is, Holly Palmer. It should be with you. I don't know where it is. I wonder if I try and track it. This is why you don't tell your girlfriend you're going to be on a live stream, because then she knows exactly where you are. She wants gifts. I'll have a look. The wind is picking up massively outside. I'm going to have to shut the window, which means I'm going to get incredibly hot in this room for the next game, which I apologise for, but there we are. Just see me melting away. Your parcel will be with you between 5 and 7. Yeah, I'll show that one. That's funny. Got held for review. I'll show that. Biggest twat pundit out there, Jermaine Genius. Savage is an idiot as well. Genius is an idiot. I met Jermaine Genius. I thought he was a very kind guy. He was a very nice, took time to meet people, but still doesn't know what he's talking about. Alex Scott annoys me, but I wouldn't call her a twat. She annoys me for certain things. Certain things she says are brilliant, but she annoys me in many other areas. But I can't call her a twat for it. Yeah, it probably would be Genus. Um, he's more of a presenter than he is a pundit, but Darren Fletcher makes some stuff every now and again. He says some really brilliant, wonderful things. He does NFL at the same time. But yeah. Legend, you met you at Chelsea Open training session last year. Oh, I'm glad you remember. Thanks for subscribing. Appreciate that. You're home from work. Thanks very much for letting me know that. Haven't got long left. I'll give you a ring. His game is done and dusted. This is 90 minutes here. Let's see what they add on. Anything? I don't reckon they will. The result is as we is. Oh my god, they are. They're bloody adding on 4 minutes. That genuinely surprised me. I thought they might just spin it off. I thought they might just bin it off. I went to an open training session just before this happened. What, at the club or at Cobham? I went to the ladies' training at Cobham. I've never been to the men's training at Cobham. Never been lucky enough. Ladies' training was very cool. I really enjoyed watching them. Very different way of training and setting up. Cameras all the way and everything. It was either going to be at the stadium or it was going to be at Cobham. It would be nowhere else. Oh, here we go. Ah. Yeah, he needs to dig it out under his feet. He needs to get in a bit of form. Started off so well last week. Why has my bet been suspended? Oh, it's now unavailable, that's why. Useless. Bloody useless. I was going to put bloody draw and I didn't. Still wouldn't have won because Freiburg decided to go and concede to Werder Bremen and they're rubbish. They are rubbish. Ah. I see what you mean. Well, my bet hasn't come in. Mönchengladbach have lost. Very annoyingly, my dad's decided to watch the game next door, so I'm now getting my telly, that telly, all echoing at the same time. Yeah, thanks everyone for watching. Still got about a minute and a half left. Nice little counter attack coming in here. Could be a little nice corner. I was typing, I think, where then. Ah, that's alright. I'll let you off. Wolfsburg 0. Had a man sent off. Dortmund 2. Pretty straightforward, I suppose. If they could get a goal there, I don't think it'd be massively unfair. And they haven't got Hummels to organise them. Hummels again went off at half time. Emre Can come on and played centre half. Piszczek's still there, so he should be able to organise. But here we go. Ooh. Favourite type of takeaway? I would say pizza. I'm an Indian. I'm a fan of an Indian. I love Indian. Go on, mate. Oh, another corner. Yeah, nothing beats an Indian for me. No, nothing beats an Indian. Minute, we are in the 93rd minute. It's all done and dusted. Corner coming here, and that'll be about it. Yeah, cleared. He's got to go back in now, or I ain't going to get... Put it back in, he ain't going to get much more time. Yeah, it's game. There we are. Full time. Wolfsburg 0 with a man sent off. Dortmund 2. Straightforward. Easy. Yeah, easy, pretty much. I will be streaming the Bayern Munich game a bit later on. Thanks to everyone who's watched. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you back here for the Bayern stream, and then the Dortmund stream and Bayern stream on Tuesday night. That one's going to be big. Very quickly, what do you have on your chips from the chippy carrot sauce type of guy? Definitely not. I have mine plain, and I have mine in a butty. But a bit of bread and butter, wrap some chips in it. Perfect. Thanks for watching. Take care, guys, and I'll see you in a bit. Take care.